morning, everybody. Welcome to the Angeles Forest. This should be very interesting. This is Kumar, and thank you for coming down, sir.
Pleasure.
With your Hyundai Genesis Coupe, second generation, the 3.8 V6. Tell me about your vehicle.
It's a slow progress. Done the intake so far, short shifter and springs, as well as wheels and tires. Just a slow progress, getting to a big project pretty soon. So.
What's the long-term plan?
Long term, hoping to get a turbo in here.
Okay.
Running about 500 horsepower. In it, so.
All right, call Busy Moto. They'll handle that. The first thing I noticed that I like the second gen Genesis Coupes a lot better than the first gen. I went to the launch and wrote a review. I didn't do a video. Sorry. But these second gen cars, the interior is a lot nicer. They added some power, especially in the 4-cylinder car. They really made a big difference there. But these 6s, I'm gonna adjust your steering wheel a little bit. These 6s are nice cars, and I don't really think they get the credit they deserve so much. They didn't really sell very well. I will say that immediately on getting in your car, the first thing I did was set up my seat and then try and adjust the rear view mirror, which, as it turns out, cannot be adjusted. Like, I'm looking at the back seat right here, center back seat, and it cannot be adjusted for someone of my that's the top. At the very top, the highest point of the mirror can just see windshield, which is super weird, actually. And you're smaller than me, so it's not an issue for you. But if you're over 6 feet tall, you might have a real problem here, because that cannot be adjusted, which is so weird. All right, well, let's go for a drive and forget that mirror and see what's going on with your Genesis Coupe. Your shifter is short. It's actually an innie. It's actually, if you know what an innie belly button looks like, that is an innie shifter. The ball of it is actually down below the center console, making for the shortest possible shifting experience. Wow, but you get in it and immediately it feels like a pretty nice car. It's got lighter steering than the 350 or the 370Z. Sounds pretty good too. Jumping off the clutch a little quick though, aren't I? Going from car to car.
Yeah, it definitely took me a bit to get used to it. I'm coming from an Evo 10.
Oh yeah.
So
we're gonna check. This road may be closed here. I don't know if this signage applies for today. We're gonna take a look. What is this, like 320 horsepower, 330?
From factory to the crank is 348.
348. Right.
And then 295 torque.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Oh, all right. I'm gonna flip around. It's okay, guys. I'll flip around. You were right. I should have listened. Where's reverse? Down.
Top left. There
you go. Yep. All right. Sorry about that. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles today. We're going down the hill. Downhill. All right. Did you buy this car new?
Yes.
16,000 miles on it. Has it been good to you so far?
So far, so good. It's only been a little over a year. So far, so good. Gas mileage have been good too. I'm very surprised with that.
Really? What's it been? Oh, 24. Is that the lifetime average?
No. Actually, I've been doing a lot of street driving lately because of moving locations. But when I used to go on the freeways and stuff like that, I was doing 27, 28.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty good. This thing is nice. It's a good balanced car.
The lowering springs definitely did help a lot.
Oh, I can tell they made it stiffer for sure. It's on the standard shocks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's only got 8K on it. So.
Yeah. This is good. What kind of wheels and tires are you running?
I got Eurotech rims on it. 9.5 in the back, 8.5 in the front, so it's staggered. And running 19s instead of 18s from factory.
Okay.
As well as for the tires, I got Nexons.
Do you like them?
They're not bad for everyday driving. It's a lot smoother than what the Bridgestones came with factory. It was a lot louder with the factory ones. With this, I feel like this is a little bit more grip. I don't want to go too all out now since I'm in college. So,
right. Well, and you're on a budget.
That's true, yeah. But once
I'm curious because I haven't driven on the Nexons before. They seem, for street driving, they seem all right. This car is, I think, also more refined than many people give it credit for. It's actually pretty quiet and isolated in here. It's nice. Did you say you don't have an exhaust in this, right?
No,
That's
I don't.
Standard exhaust. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you get just enough out of the engine to make it sound nice. I did when I drove the launch was at the racetrack for these, and I spent a lot of time. God, I must have done 20 or 30 laps in one of these cars, and I was amazed at how much better it was than the first generation car, because it is a lot better. And then I was amazed that they haven't really sold that well. I would have thought that they would have sold more of them, but I don't know. Maybe coupes just are not doing it these days. Your shifter is so short.
It made a big difference from factory. The factory was a little bit notchy from my experience, but with this it goes in much smoother, but it saves you a lot of time.
Well, you can do it quicker. You just got to get your hand down in the hole. It's like noodling when you're going shift.
I could raise it up, I got skinny fingers.
Is there a height? Is it a height adjustable? I would go an inch on that, and you'd be great. But that's just me. If your little hands can fit down in there, God bless. But this, for a car that is a good daily driver, but can also be taken out to the canyons, this is a good car. I wish people would appreciate these more. It sounds pretty nice. I think it sounds better than the Nissan. Good little motor. The second gen 4-cylinder was such a massive difference. The first gen 4-cylinder was a dog. It was so slow. It was like embarrassing how slow it was. And then traction control is being annoying. Where's the button for that? Here it is. And then the second gens, when it had like 75 extra horsepower, it was so much different. Yeah. And it was such a better car. Listen to that. That sounds lovely. That sounds nice.
That intake made a big difference with that.
With the sound? Yeah. Do you hear more from up front?
Yes.
Yeah. Pedals are good. Brake pedals pretty tight. Although I sense some pads and fluid in your future.
Oh yes. I do take it to the canyons quite a bit. So.
Yeah, you're gonna go through those pads quick, but that's okay. People make pads for these.
Oh yeah.
That sounds nice. Good sounding car. I was gonna flip around here while I have visibility. Oh, hello, crows. Easy. This is all easy. What do you like about this thing?
It's very easy for me to drive. I've had coupes, I've had 4 doors. I just love the fact that it's naturally aspirated, with 340 out of the box. So
coming from an Evo 10, where it was throttle, wait, hang on, you you appreciate the linear power band.
And then having the 6-speed instead of 5-speed. So that made a big difference for me.
Oh, better for your highway commute.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's a very forgiving car. Like if my clutch timing isn't quite right, it doesn't really upset the car too much. It's not like the steering feel not quite as good as that Evo you had, but it's still pretty decent for this type of car. And it's not overly weighted, like it's not artificially heavy. I like it. And we've caught traffic. I don't know. Something tells me that homie is not going to let us by. I just don't see that happening. It's comfy in here. Wait, I didn't really spend too much time. Yeah, oh okay. I had my seat up a little much. This is good. I could do a road trip in this. This is good. That rear view mirror thing. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why can't I look out the back? I have to be down here, like here. With the window all the way up, or the mirror all the way up, I got to be here to see out the back window. And here, look at the seat. Like I'm tall, but I'm not that. Like look, there's a whole fist above my head. You know what I mean? I'm 6'3". You could fit like a 6'6" dude in here. But he's going to have no rear vis.
That's true. That does really surprise me.
Isn't that weird? That's a really bizarre thing to overlook. Like, don't you? I know a guy who works at Hyundai who's like 6'7". He didn't say anything to them. Nothing at all. I like the gauges they put in here. Oh, I should pay attention to the road, not the gauges. The torque gauge. I'm using 75 pound-feet to get up this hill. If I go flat, yes, 240. Goes right there. Extra gauges are cool. I love having extra gauges. Even if you don't really need them. Like, what does that torque gauge do? Nothing. It's the gauge that moves around a lot. If you're looking at that torque gauge and trying to get it to go up, you're going to crash into a tree.
That's very true.
That's just what happens. SRT4, one actually runs. No, this if I'm going to go up a gear, let's go. I don't know why. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I wasn't ready for it, but I do appreciate it. We're going to get like 3 corners in and then pull off. This car is good. It's not it's like between beginner and like intermediate track driving. Like, you kind of know what you're doing. You can rev match. You can, get around the racetrack safely. This would be a good car to like get that one step up. If you start with like 100 horsepower Miata or something, this would be a good next step because it's not going to really get away from you. It's got good balance. It's a nice car. Thanks for bringing this out. I knew how good they were, but I hadn't gotten a chance to make a video of one. And you're the only person that's offered one. They're not super common around these parts. But thank you, Kumar. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing where you go with the car and your build. Follow Kumar's project on Wheelwell. Check out his Wheelwell page, and check out mine if you want to see what's going on with my cars, because you guys always constantly ask about my cars, and that's where they are. And I appreciate you letting me have a go in this thing, man. This is nice. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.